office. But I've seen groups run a whole host of places, right? I've run a group in a boardroom before. I've run a group on the roof of a nursing home or rehab. But the place that you run your group session also has some things you want to think about. Safety for the participants. You want to think about distraction issues. You want to think about mobility.
Oh, that's weird. It went into my headphone, but it shouldn't have.
This is a worship in the basement, and that really isn't very wise. I don't recommend that because many of these basements are not accessible. So if you have an individual who's a good candidate for your group, but they don't have the level of mobility, you might run across some ADA issues, Disabilities Act, American Disability Act issues. And then we talk about this, but open group versus closed group. So open group, again, you have changing membership. There is no specific end time, and people are allowed to enter at any point or leave at any point. Open groups are very valuable, especially in inpatient facilities. In inpatient facilities, people are not going to be with you for extended periods of time. In fact, the average stay in an inpatient hospital is anywhere between 14 to 21 days. People don't stay in a psychiatric hospital forever. So if you're going to run a group, you want to make sure that it's a group that people who come, they can get something from the group even before they leave, even before they're discharged from the hospital. So that's an open group. It happens a lot in inpatient settings. It also happens in high-end independent practices where people want to stay in a group for a long period of time, or I don't recommend it, but sometimes people talk and they recommend their friend come to a group or whatever. There are dual relationship issues and boundary issues when that happens, but sometimes you don't know. Someone contacts you and says, hey, I'm interested in a group, and you don't know off the bat whether they're friends with another member. So, but open groups, people can come in, people can leave, and there's no end point in, pre-established. Closed-ended groups, you have the same people for the lifetime of the group. So the Enger management group, that was 12 weeks. I started and ended with the same people. That's it. It was an outpatient community mental health center that I was running that group in. So it was time limited, so 12 weeks. I oftentimes help these individuals for if they had to get a letter for the courts that they were part of this group.
This is the one I wanted you
And
guys
growth process.
to find. It is
So-
the initial stage
and
of
then
a group.
various roles that you have as a leader and a member. All right, so here we go. So one of the learning objectives is to identify and define the key characteristics of the group during the initial stage. You also are going to gain knowledge about how to deal with conflict early in the group, examine a framework for effectively establishing trust among members and the group leader. We're going to also talk about how to assist members in defining their own personal goals for group participation. In this one, you want to ask people, okay, the topic of this group is XYZ, but at the end of this group process, what are you hoping to get out of it? So after, let's say, the 12 weeks are done, or the 15 weeks are done, what are you hoping to get out of this group experience?
Do you need any snacks or food or anything from the food pantry
Oh, where's that?
next door? It's my office.
I guess I can take a walk.
Yeah, might as well. Oh, God, I threw my back out carrying stuff up. Whew. And then when she gets here, you both can leave your room. How long do you think yours is set to go?
I think I have at least 2 activities.
Oh, good. We're not in there. Ain't even nobody else in the prison.
If you ever have any extra, bring it if you want. Hello.
Hello.
Yay, we've got
Sorry,
two groups
my,
today. That's okay. We got two of you guys.
So the computer wasn't, not the computer, the printer wasn't working
Okay.
inside the student center, so I'm just gonna look my computer up and read it from my computer.
Yeah, that's fine. Do you want to plug it into this one?
Yeah.
That works. And then which one of you wants to go first? Do you want to fight for it or do you want to?
No, I was just gonna go first, honestly, I'm ready.
So it might be a better thing to go first if you want to go first. We could even turn this one around halfway so we can all get in. There we go. And then, do you have one of these cords that plug in?
No, I don't. I probably should. I was gonna bring my own, but I thought I was gonna be able to get the papers.
Or I mean, can you plug in with this?
Oh, yeah, the HDMI.
Okay.
Mhm.
You have the HDMI. Some computers don't have it. That's right. Okay. My back is thrown out, so I'm moving like I'm crippled today. So just excuse me. I'm an old man. But I'm excited. Two of you are grouping. We've had what, 2? Now we'll have 4, and then it only leaves us like a few left, right?
Yeah, considering how many people we have in here, but I
This
was,
class always gets small, because believe it or not, we have a small amount. Those aren't bad.
okay, mine's is loading. Do you just want to go first?
I
My
am-
computer is
my
turning on now. I'm gonna let that load up and then I'll do my computers. It's been over.
Yours doesn't want to participate, does it?
No, it doesn't. My computer is like, I don't know, it's reset on the worst time. I'm about to get a new one.
Thank you.
So basically for this one, I guess we just have to fill in, I guess we just have to answer the question. For the first one, it can be either a relationship or someone you guys have liked before. It's how did you feel at the beginning of the relationship?
Okay.
Um,
It's always best at the beginning. You know?
yeah, that's true. Mm, my paper, my first question, how did you feel like being in a relationship? I put great. How did you feel when it ended? Put sad. I put for number 3, how much in love were you? I put very. For 4, did the relationship cause your self-esteem to go up or down or remain the same? Here for me, the same. Could you really be yourself in the relationship? I have yes. Was jealousy involved in a big way? I have no. Who had the power in the relationship? I put equal. Did your partner try to change you? I put no. How you respected or disrespected? I put ghosted or lied to. And for my patterns, I put basically, I feel as though all relationships start off great, and I feel like when it ends, I feel like everybody be sad when it ends. For number 3, I feel as though I always fall in love. For number 4, I have my self-esteem remains always the same. For 5, I always am myself in the relationship. 6, I have not experienced jealousy involved in a big way. 7, it's always equal power in the relationship. 8, did your partner try to change? I put it's never happened. And 9, it's always either ghosted or lied to. So who's next?
Oh, I guess I'm the next. Okay, past relationship. How did you feel in the beginning? I said, okay, well, I'm gonna give you all a little backstory. The last person I dated, we like dated from like 8th grade. Like it was like on and off from 8th grade. So it's like, there's a lot to that, but we're not gonna get too deep into it, but that's why the answers are gonna be the way they are. But I said uncertain, but like it was okay for the moment. And the patterns for that were like him saying like, I'll do better, I miss you, and then like us basically just talking about our future. And then how did it feel when it ended? It was like relief, but like it was also painful. I didn't really put any patterns for that because like the pattern was basically relief and pain because it was such like a complicated relationship. How much in love were you? I said blindly, but like it was more like in denial. Like for my patterns, I said knowing we weren't gonna last, but like still accepting like the in the moment basically. So like I was in love, but like I was also in denial that it wasn't gonna be forever because I knew it wasn't. So yeah. Did the relationship cause your self-esteem to go up or down? I said down during and up after. During it made me like question my worth and my sanity. Cause like he would basically try to make me feel crazy about certain stuff, but like after, like my self-esteem went like highly up because I knew I was worth a lot more than he wanted me to be. Could you really be yourself in the relationship? As difficult as it sounds, yes. Like I was always able to be myself in the relationship regardless of how complicated it was. And I feel like that was one of the reasons why I didn't mind us being in a relationship, even though I knew we didn't really need to. Was jealousy involved in a big way? I said yes. It was because I had a more promising future in life than he did. Like I had a job, I had a car, and I kind of basically, even though I had issues in my life, it's like I never allowed those to take me into a different path that wasn't aligned with the future that I wanted for myself, and I feel like that caused jealousy for him. Like, sometimes men don't necessarily not like being the breadwinners and stuff like that, and they try to make you feel insecure about that yourself. Who had the power in the relationship? It was like half and half. Like, I wouldn't mind him telling me like what to do, but it was certain things. Like if it was something that I knew didn't align with myself, I wouldn't do it. But like I believe in like, a man is supposed to lead. So it's like some things I would let him lead on. But if it went against my morals or how I felt, I didn't go with it. So I said half and half. Did your partner try to change you? He didn't really try to change me, but like he wanted me to be a yes man, basically. How some boys are with that. Like, they like girls that let them do whatever they want. So, how are you respected or disrespected? I say respected enough to not physically hurt me, because I did hear after we had broken up that he has physically done some things to some girls, but he's never done that to me. But I was disrespected by lies and manipulation and a lot of hurtful things said. But yeah, besides that, that's my opinion.
Do you want to fill yours out or do you need a pen? I could do mine too. How do you feel? You in a relationship, I said it felt good, exciting, renewed hope. That would be, new relationships always feel good. How did I feel when it ended? It was amicable, but say we did not agree on having kids or like our spiritual plans for the future. How much in love were you? We did both seem to feel in love. The self-esteem I said was the same. I could not really be myself in it. It felt like, I guess, with kids. No jealousy really, maybe on her part, but not on my part. I'd say we shared the power. We at least tried to share it. And then I say not really. Did your partner try to change you? Not really, but I'm sure she would have been okay if I had changed my mind about not wanting to have kids. And then how was I respected or disrespected? I would say just not having kids. We went into it agreed we would, but minds changed, and that's kind of what the difference is.
I'm not feeling it out.
Okay.
Because I've never been in a relationship. Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
They
And
could
it
be
says someone
friends
you
too.
like, so I'm like,
It says people you have liked, so it doesn't even have to be.
yeah, but then that way it's not as deep as
Right.
any of these questions.
Right.
Oh, because you feel like you didn't go through it.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. It's okay, I understand. I've only had 3 boyfriends, so my entire life, so they were very much spaced out. I don't count my high school. So,
But if you want to do friendship, I have one for a friendship that ended.
Yeah.
I was at the beginning of the friendship. We were cool. We met in high school, and like it was cool. We had multiple classes together, so like that just made us closer over time. And then we started hanging out outside of school, so we became really close. And I met her family. She met mine. How did you feel when it ended? I was so sorry, y'all. I'm still so mad to this day because it just ended in May, and I don't know why. So I'm still mad about that. How much? Well, she was one of my closest friends, so like the betrayal was
Oh.
to the bone. Like till today, I still want to text her. Like what did I do?
I get what you're saying.
Like I was planning for my birthday trip, and she was supposed to be on it. And I was asking about details, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna be at the Airbnb. Like, did you get your ticket? Because we also wanted to go to Cedar Point." And then one random day, like a week after everybody was already sending their money in for the Airbnb and stuff, she was asking me, "Oh, are we going to Cedar Point or Kings Island?" That means you never got your ticket.
Right.
When I told everybody to get your ticket, and now I've put your name, like your name is on the list. The money for because we got a 4-bedroom. If you're not gonna be there, that's a lot of rooms for the other people, and like the money is not split evenly. I had to come out of pocket, like, and the thing is that she didn't say no. She just stopped replying.
Mhm.
She stopped replying in May. My birthday was in June, and I'm like, yo, is she gonna text me happy birthday? She didn't.
Oh dear.
She didn't.
I think
And up to-
breakups aren't really talked about a lot.
Like, I was so mad, and I'm still so mad about it, but right now I'm over it. And then I remember when I came back on campus, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna, in my head, I'm gonna say she's dead to me. Why did she start liking my things on Instagram? Yeah, I had to block her.
It's always when you're ready to move on.
Like, I had to block her. But yeah, I was going to cut her and everything, but my mom told me not to. Like, and don't block her phone number. Cause like,
Oh
just,
no, baby, I blocked everything.
I
I go through every list, TikTok, Snapchat,
That's funny.
Facebook.
I'm not a blocker. I don't block.
like, cause I told my mom I was going to send a voicemail and like, cause her, my mom told me that too.
Yeah, it's better
Right,
not to
man.
leave that either.
Yeah, I'm so mad about it till now. Did that cause your self-esteem to go up or down? Like, we weren't, like, she was my friend, so I'm like, okay. But after she did that whole thing, I'm like, am I a bad friend? Like, I started questioning, I was asking my other friend, like, is there anything I do that makes me feel like a bad friend, if that makes sense? And they were like, no, like, I tried to communicate, because when she wasn't texting back, I'm like, oh, like, maybe there's something going on. She has older grandparents. Like, maybe her grandma passed away and she wasn't trying to, like, talk to people. I was giving her grace, and my best friend was telling me, like, you see how you're going through this process, is trying to make excuses for her. That shows that you're a good friend already. So she said, like, it's okay. So my self-esteem, I'm like, but now I'm like, I know I did everything right as a friend. So it's on your end at this point. Could you really be a, yeah. Was it, no. What was the power? Nothing, none of that. No, she didn't try to change me. And I felt respected until the disrespect. So, okay, I could enough for friends.
Yeah. Okay.
So that concludes my activity. The chat was basically about looking at our actions and behaviors critically without being judgmental. If we understand our past actions, we can learn from them. If we learn from our mistakes, we are less likely to repeat them. And the only bad mistake is the one we do not learn from.
Yeah, that's good.
Wait, you can leave that.
Yeah.
I hope you like it.
Can I go mine on Thursday?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay. Yep, she is up. Okay. So sorry, y'all.
That's okay.
Okay, I do have it on my phone too, though. Okay, so for my entire 10-week thing is on grief, but we're working on week 5, which is understanding and strengthening coping skills. So this week focuses on exploring how our thoughts, emotions, behaviors influence one another, especially during times of grief. When we lose someone or something important, it is normal to feel waves of sadness, anger, guilt, or confusion. These emotions often shape the way we think about ourselves and the world, which in turn affects how we cope day to day. The Coping Skills Reflection worksheet helps participants recognize these connections through the cognitive triangle, a model that shows how changing our thoughts or behaviors can lead to emotional healing. By reflecting on both healthy and unhealthy coping habits, group members can begin to identify which responses help them move forward and which ones keep them from feeling stuck in their pain. So I'm going to pull it up. I did try to get y'all papers, but the printers in the student center weren't working and I was going to be overly late to class. So I just told her I was going to hook it up to my computer. Let's see, find it.
That's sad we can't get printing our own libraries.
Yeah, I know. I even tried to get up here an hour early. I was just like, oh, it is what it is at this
I think
point.
they would allow you to print though.
Well, I just found out we have limited printing
We
per
do,
semester, yeah.
as in like each person has limited printing.
Yeah.
Is that only in the library?
I think so.
Because that's why I go to the student center.
Yeah, the student center don't ask about.
I don't.
your-
Yeah, I don't ever go to the library because the
information.
library it'd be too difficult for me.
That's sad.
Yeah, they said, oh, like you get $10 a semester and that's 200 pages. Also, I'm like, it's kind of a lot that you get for free or whatever. But it's like some people, it doesn't work for them. And there was this one freshman girl that was like, I need to print papers for my class. And it says I have to put money on it. Like she was so confused. I'm like, Yeah, girl. They confused. They make everything confusing.
OMG. Oh, okay. I thought it was on the road. Okay, so this is the worksheet we'll be doing today. Okay, the purpose of this activity is to help participants understand the link between their thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, to encourage self-awareness around coping styles used to manage grief, to promote the use of healthier, more intentional coping strategies that support emotional healing, and to build group discussion around common challenges and successful ways to manage loss. So, with that being said, we are going to start with the first one. Part one, understanding the cognitive triangle. The cognitive triangle shows how our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors are connected. Did I already read this? Our thoughts.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm not gonna read that again. Okay, so part two, healthy coping mechanisms. So I just want y'all to go around the room and just give me one healthy coping skill that you use. And this is more so for grief, but it doesn't have to be for grief. It can be for like anxiety, depression, whatever you want. This is more of like just a coping activity. So it doesn't have to necessarily be centered around grief right now. So whoever wants to start. Oh, I'll start. I listen to gospel music that helps calm my mind when I'm like very overwhelmed with like a lot of feelings, because like I'm not really good with expressing myself. So I'll play music and it'll calm my mind, and then after I've taken that time for myself, I'm able to express myself better.
Coping mechanism. I feel like I do listen to music too, but I also try to talk it out with someone else. Sometimes I do like the voice notes and stuff just to talk through things. Also remembering to breathe. That's basic, but it calms my nerves. And not for grief, but if I'm feeling very anxious, even if I can't tell myself, I know my eyes start to twitch. So I recognize those things and I take a break whenever I need to.
For me, I would say I like to read spiritual books, like with scriptures and stuff.
Mhm.
That helps me a lot. And music too.
I put mine on running. With my back being out, I probably can't run today, but I would really like to because it's a major stress relief for me.
I agree with that. I said the gym is probably one of the biggest healthy coping mechanisms that I know for a lot of people. They say it really helps their mental health. So, okay. So what thoughts does it promote? Like, what thoughts does I'm sorry, you said breathing, and what else did you say?
I was like just taking a break whenever you need to.
Yeah, just like what thoughts does it promote in your head, like while you're doing it? Like for me, my thoughts is more like, the storm is gonna be over. Like it's only bad for right now. Like it's not gonna be forever. Like just take a moment. Like those are the thoughts that I have when I'm listening to music.
I feel like it kind of grounds me and just makes me feel more relaxed, if that makes sense. Thoughts for real, I'm not really, I can't say one right now.
That's
I
fine.
don't know, it's just a feeling. It
Mhm.
makes me feel relaxed and like more down to earth, if that makes sense. And also like with the voice note thing, listening back to it, like especially from like the future, like I see how far I've like come from where I was before.
Right.
If that makes sense.
For you.
For me, I don't know, when I listen to music, I don't really think that much. But I just be basically focusing on like calming down, I guess. Like I be focusing on like breathing and stuff. And I realized that my breathing actually goes like slower and it just be more peaceful. Yeah.
Thoughts while running? Do you have thoughts while running?
What's the last one you said?
Like what thoughts does like running promote for you?
Oh, for me, it actually kind of promotes zero thought, and that's the idea. I just don't want to think about anything.
That makes sense. Okay, honestly, okay. Everybody basically explained all this. So when we do the second one, just when you answer it, just go through, when you tell me your unhealthy coping mechanism, just tell me what thoughts it promotes, what emotions does it create, and then what behaviors come from it. So one of my unhealthy ones is like isolation. Like I isolate like really bad, and it's not even just physical. Like it's mental. Like I shut down. Like I don't talk. I don't respond. I turn off my phone. Like I isolate really bad. And the thoughts that promote that is more so like nobody understands me. Like everybody is just irritating me. It makes me want to be alone anymore. It makes me feel like I don't need anybody. Things of that sort. Emotions that it creates heavy anxiety for me. Like it helps me, but at the same time it creates anxiety for me because I'm not talking about it with anyone. I'm just like holding it in all myself. Irritation, sometimes anger. Like if I'm bothered during my isolation, I can pop off a lot easier than I usually do when I'm not. What behaviors result from it? Yeah, that popping off, just getting mad at people, blocking blocking people, like things like that. So that's one of my unhealthy coping mechanisms.
Unhealthy coping mechanism. Like you, I do the isolation thing also, and I also like just bed rot. I just want to binge a bunch of whatever. I stay in my room, turn off the light. What thoughts does it promote? Honestly, it just makes me feel like by myself, and I don't know if it's. I don't think I get any negative thoughts. I don't know. I just like it when I'm by myself. What unforeseen? What does that say?
What emotions does it create?
I don't know. Just loneliness and stuff. Like I do the isolation thing and just like bed rot thing when I'm like down, when I'm sad. So I guess it's just I tune those.
Mhm.
Like I don't do anything to make myself feel better. I was like I just want to sit in this. Like
Yeah, like I just need to do this for a minute.
yeah. And in my head I'm like, oh, I'm doing it for myself. But I also see that it's kind of like it's not well, of course it's not positive because then I lost my train of thought.
No, I get it. Okay, I get what you're saying because I bet rock too. Like it's not. I don't want to say it's negative because sometimes you need that.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you overwork yourself to the point where like I need to bed rot. Like I need this, but sometimes it can be in a negative way. Like if you are going through something and you're bed rotting and it's just like it's so much going on out there that could possibly make you feel better, but it's just like I'd rather just do this right now.
Yeah.
So I get what you're saying.
Yeah, and also like affects people around me. So I don't know. And what behaviors result from this? I be popping off on people, and I've learned to. And I don't know. I get like random mood swings. Like we might be all just sitting here doing things, and I just come back to myself, and I get so annoyed. And before in the past, my little sister used to get it from me. Like I'm waiting for her to say one thing so I could pop off on her. But I've learned to tell myself like, okay, when I'm in this mood, I just tell her I'm like, or anybody that's around me, I'm annoyed that I don't know why. So if I'm not talking to you, it's not a you problem.
It's me.
I'm just annoyed and I don't know why. I don't want to explain it. And it annoys me when people turn like, oh, it's okay. Like
Yeah, the comfort thing where you
they're
don't really want comfort.
they're
at
trying to
that time.
help
Like,
us, like,
I just
and
want
then
to
they keep
be alone.
asking why. I'm like, I don't know why. I'm just annoyed right now. Just leave me alone because I don't want to pop up on somebody
Right.
because that's not my character, and I don't want this one thing to, affect friendships and things like that. But that's the result.
Okay.
The first one again.
This one. So you basically doing these, but you're telling us like your unhealthy coping mechanisms. So it doesn't have to be anything major. It can even be as simple as to ignoring somebody or anything that's like that doesn't promote you healthily getting better in a mental state. If you get what I'm saying.
I would say, yeah, I think I'm one of those people that ignoring. I feel like if I go into something and someone asks me what happened and stuff like that, I feel like I don't want to talk about it, and I hate when people like press the situation. They be like, oh, talk to me, whatever. Yeah, and I feel like I'm one of those people like when I'm mad at the world too. And Yeah, the next one I guess.
What thoughts does it promote?
Um,
But I mean, you being mad at the world would be the
Yeah.
thought, like, I'm mad at this, so I'm mad at everybody. That's the thought. And then you have what emotions does it create?
I don't know. I feel like it creates, I don't know, weird random emotions. I don't know, not good emotions.
I get it. And then what behaviors result from it?
I don't know. I feel like after time I be feeling better. I don't know. I just feel like I be needing time to just be by myself, just be in my thoughts alone and stuff like that.
Thanks for you.
Did I skip the unhealthy coping mechanism?
No, that's what we're on.
Okay, because I tend to go and buy like garbage like this and then I'll eat it. So I'll like clearance shop and then I'll eat it.
No, I do that too. I spend money when I'm mad. I shouldn't do
Yeah.
that. I shouldn't do that, but because it be money that I need for other stuff.
It
But
is,
it
yeah.
definitely, when people say, what is that called? Isn't there something?
Retail.
Yeah, retail therapy. Like,
That's real.
Yeah.
yes, I will go on Amazon. I would even drive all the way to Beaver Creek just to walk through an aisle. Like, it definitely helps.
I feel like one thing with the retail therapy though, if it's an online shopping, I just keep it in my cart. I keep
Yeah.
it in my cart.
I feel like that's better because I want to
Yeah.
spend the money,
Yeah.
but I'll put it in my cart.
And like if I make a big purchase, like when my burn clears, I'm canceling that order. Like, girl.
Yeah, yeah.
But,
Okay, so now we are on reflection questions. Oh, I don't think I need to move this. Oh, wait. Yeah, I do. Okay. So, which coping skill felt most effective for you, like out of all the ones everyone has said, like at least the healthy one?
I feel like definitely the healthy coping mechanism, like talking it out with somebody, it makes me feel more heard and like it's not all on me compared to my unhealthy coping mechanism. The feelings are different. Like I'm down in the dumps when I'm practicing unhealthy coping mechanism, and when it's healthy, like I'm actually sharing with someone, or like actually making a positive, like making the effort to make myself feel better. Like on the other end, the unhealthy is just like dwelling in the
Yeah,
sadness.
it's taking you longer basically
Yeah.
to get to the point of feeling better. Basically.
Yes.
Okay. If someone else wants to do this one, how did your thoughts shift when using a healthy versus unhealthy strategy? Anybody can answer that one.
It is hard to do the healthy.
Yeah, it is. Well, it's really honestly kind of what Increase said. Like, your thoughts and your energy shift more towards the healthy one because you're basically you're doing more to promote yourself to be back to where you feel like you regularly are compared to doing the unhealthy one where as you're dwelling in it longer and it's taking you longer to get to that point of being back to yourself, if that's what you want to call it. What behavior changes would you like to make going forward? This could be everybody to answer that. Like, what do you think now is like, even if you are put together right now, what are some things in your life that you feel like that will still help your behavior moving forward? Like when dealing with like hardships, it can be exams, stuff like that, anything.
I feel like taking it one day at a time, that's always gonna help. Cause like I'm an overthinker, and I overthink to the point where I just stop doing. Like it's not that I overthink and I overwork. No, I overthink and I stop,
That's it.
and I just don't do anything. I'm like, okay. In my brain, it's like if you ignore it, it's gonna pass, but it doesn't. Like you actually have to deal with it. So definitely try to think about things more. Not think, but do one thing at a time. Especially with like homework and stuff. When I get to the point I stop doing my work for all my classes, bringing myself back, I try to do not what is due first, but what is the easiest. Because then that put me in the groove. Like, okay,
Like,
when
okay,
I
got this.
yeah,
done,
when I
can
had
do
math
this.
classes, I know I like math, and I don't like writing stuff. So I do my math work. I'm like, okay, I'm engaged. I like doing this, And then after that's done, I'm already in the mood of doing it, and then I continue. Another thing I want to include for the like add to my healthy coping mechanism is like maybe going to the gym and like actually working out, because a lot of people do say like it helps them relieve their mind and stuff. So I actually want to try that, and I live in MPC, so why not?
Last one. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, there we go. What coping skill will you try to commit to this week? For me, it'll be what you said, talking it out. Cause like I even did it this morning with my boyfriend. Like I didn't feel like coming in today. Like I've just been tired, y'all. I've just been overly tired. So I woke up irritated and crying, and he just was like, "What's wrong?" And I dead serious just sat there and didn't say anything. Like it's very hard for me to express myself in the moment. Like it can take me up to like 2-3 days until I actually want to talk about it. So like that, I don't necessarily I think my issue is I don't know how to get out of it in the moment. It's like once I'm in it, I'm in it. Like, and it's like what you said, don't press the issue, because like now I'm irritated with you. But now I feel bad because I shouldn't be irritated with you. And now I got all these emotions, and now like I'm really shutting down because like now I just don't want to talk because like now there's just too much going on. And then also I'm somebody that's like, if I feel one thing, I'm gonna think about what happened last week too. So now it's like like, and then when it's like that, it's like you said, it's like once I get overwhelmed, I just stop everything. So like now I'm not doing homework, I'm not going to my classes, like all of that. So like yes, talking it out is definitely something I'm gonna try to do more, because when I do talk it out, I do feel a lot better, because like now you heard how I feel, and now I got it off my chest, and now it's something else I don't have to worry about. So
Also, one thing I feel like talking it out, like I remind myself when people are trying to help me and I'm mad, it's like they can't help you if they don't know what's wrong.
right.
Like you can't expect someone to act in a certain way they don't know how to help you. So I try to remind myself that like if they're doing things that are annoying you, you have to talk about it, because they can't read your mind, or like they can't share this burden if you don't share it with them, basically. So I try to remind myself.
I'm sorry, is it Zakia? That's your name? Okay. What's a coping skill that you're gonna try to commit to this week?
I think it's the same Jude said. I'm gonna try to talk about it in the moment and not just when I calm down. I think I also want to try meditation. I've tried it before. I think I've tried it also.
Did you take a yoga class?
No.
I think you is it still with
I don't know her name.
I'm mad that I
She's a
forget her
short
name,
name,
but
yeah.
yes, I think you should. It's a really good class. She's a really great teacher. I think you'll love it. Okay, Dr. Trout.
I want to do some yoga. I've got to do more stretching, running, and quitting the retail therapy, especially with junk food. Both of these things here on the desk are junk food. And yeah, just like trying to dialogue, trying to communicate better.
Alrighty. I'm going to read my ending. My closing thought. Okay. I know I said this was around grief, so just you don't have to ignore what I'm going to say, but don't apply it to something else if it's not grief. But grief is not something we overcome, it's something we learn to live with. By becoming aware of our patterns and making small mindful changes, we create space for healing and resilience. Developing healthy coping skills allows us to honor our loss while also caring for ourselves in the process. So even though we were talking about things that didn't necessarily come around grief, a lot of what y'all said still applies to grief. And the reason why I chose grief is just like, I handle grief a lot differently than the people around me. Like a lot of them, like, they like to post, they like to make the big paragraphs, they like to talk about it, they like to do like balloon releases. Like I isolate. I don't like to talk about it. I'm kind of like what you said, I like to forget. Like that's how I grieve. Like I like to forget. And especially if it's someone who hurt me, like I feel like death doesn't take away the pain that somebody caused you. So it's like, you may feel one way about the person that passed, but I feel this way. And it's like, your thoughts are positive and mine aren't. So it's just like, I don't even want to clash those because like now we got issues with each other and we're still here and we need to be thankful for that in itself. So that's kind of why I chose the whole grief topic, because I know a lot of people who grieve in certain ways, and there's a lot of people in my family who grieve angrily. So it's like, yeah, that's why I kind of chose this. So thank you for listening to my presentation.
Yes, thank you.
for presenting. I'm gonna do my show, don't worry.
We can try to finish with a stretch. Some type of yoga, because I got all these donations up to the food pantry and threw my back out.
Oh no, wait.
I'm just an old man now, so.
We're trying to clear your table for social work.
Try to do what?
We're trying to clear your table.
I know, yeah,
For
that's good.
social work student association.
Yeah,
Oh, I definitely.
and get more donations in, because that would be good.
Oh, you're a social worker, you're good. You're gonna be coming, well, you don't live on
Yeah.
campus.